Hello, and welcome to Speedy Gaming. I am your host, the Speedy.exe, and we're going to start this again to see if it notifies better. Heck, I love it when it does that. So we're going to test it out to see for sure. Also, I got to open up my Chrome, because you guys are just going to pop into the chat at any moment now. I'm waiting. Also, my computer's being dumb. It was being really slow, and it had a whole bunch of task managers just popping up, and I'm just like, what is this? What is this freaking mojo? What is this, what is this black magic crap? That's what I want to know. That's what I seriously want to know. I'm scared. I'm scared to death. Don't know what's going to happen. This computer could, honestly, all on its own, something bad could happen. Something real bad. Pop out the chat. Hey, I need help with a Discord. What is the tag? Please, someone in the chat. I'll help you with that. Hang on. Discord is this Oh, okay, he's back. That's right, I am back. I thought I was dead. I thought I'd never Hey, Emoji Life, how you doing, dude? Hello, Scrubber Ducky, how are you? Hey, yo, Lane Ferreira. Lane Ferreira? Are you new? Are you new, bro? Bro, are you new? Oh, freaking A. Why is it so slow? What the heck is up with my mouse? Oh my gosh, my mouse is being really weird. Yo. Hey! Be right back. Hayden Children says. How you're just destroying your keyboard right now. I am not. I didn't do anything. Bye, guys. See you again, Myrtle. How ya doing? Bye! I need to check within 15 minutes to see if it notified. No, I'm not new. It's been a while. Oh, Lane, hey, how are you doing? I'm so sorry if I completely forgot about you. I really do. Seriously, I do apologize. It's nice to see you. It says I need an email when I'm connected with an account. What the F? Well, that's how you join a Discord, is you have to have an email. If you don't, then it's going to be harder to get in there. I'm cheese, says James Willis. Bye, Emoji Life. Says. Oh. It's all right. Oh, thanks, Lane. Seriously. Nice to see you. Ah, thanks. Thank you so much. This isn't my typical gaming, mode, but I guess I'll do. But hey, you get to see the real me. When I'm not in my focus mode while I'm playing games. Hey, Speedy, what state are you from? Sir Cubbis, I am from Utah. Utah. The great state of Utah. What's up, Speedy? What's up? What's up? Ah, see all you guys in the new Discord. That's cool, man. That's real cool. Let's see here. Let me check my stream, see if it notified me. Oh, it didn't do anything. But when is it going to notify me? I have to wait? How long? How long do I have to wait? Oh my gosh, I need to make shiny rainbow deer a conductor. There we go. Who else needs to be a conductor? You do? Yes, you do. And then who else was not a conductor? Emoji Life wasn't. So let's make him a conductor. There we go. Awesome. Holy cow, my mouse is being really weird. I gotta go bend the world through the roof. I'll see you later, Lane. I'll see you on Friday when the next stream happens. Hey, Speedy, what's the... I banished you to the cheese dimension. I wish I had an extra large soda right now. I wish I had an extra large soda. I lost my 3DS with my son. Emoji Life, no! You need to find it. Oh, no. I'm shiny rainbow deer. Lane! That's so cool. That is really cool. Anybody who hasn't actually got in, here, I'll put the Discord in again if you need it. I hope you like cheese. I do. I love cheese. I like it melted. If you give me solid cheese, I will kill you. Speedy, what kind of Pokemon game are you going to play next? I haven't really thought about it, but I've had games up in the air of... Well, we had Pokemon Platinum. We had Pokemon Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl. I've also been thinking about doing the Fire Red and Leaf Green. Well, no, not those. Not those, actually. I've been thinking about doing the 3rd gen, like Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire, for some games to stream, or even just gameplay, for example, for video. But I'm still trying to... it's a debate. It's like, should I do 4th gen, or should I do 3rd gen? You guys let me know in the comments. What's a conductor? A conductor is someone who is basically, you know, a part of the... Honestly, I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do for my ranks. But the conductors are basically the newcomers that come into the chat, and they're the ones that basically are cordial, greet other people in the chat. That's basically what I was trying to do for that. And then the porters are basically like... they rank up to porter, then station. I'm station master, so station agent, and so it'll go from conductor, porter, station agent, and then admin. I think it's a station assistant, station master. Yeah, that's what it is. I find cheese disgusting. I'm still trying to figure out the roles that each, you know, rank plays in Discord. So I'll let you know what you actually do have. You should play Gold to follow up after or your blue playthrough. You think so? You think so? I was thinking that too, because honestly, you kind of need to play, after you've played Red and Blue, you kind of need to play the 2nd gen. That's what I've been thinking too. I've been thinking 3rd gen or 2nd gen or 4th gen, but I've kind of been like, yeah, let's do more 3rd gen. I think more people would like 3rd gen than they would, you know, 2nd gen, because I've been doing the Heart Gold randomizer Nuzlocke. I'll figure it out. Can I be a conductor? James Willis, are you already in the Discord? I'm kidding. I hate Discord. Well, James Willis, you are still a conductor. Hey, you should play Fire Chase Disgusting. Oh, I think I've read everything. Anyway, let's see what the notification says. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, it doesn't do it like It doesn't do it like the way it does with... Oh, what the heck, dude? Oh, that was when I was requesting stats. Oh, never mind then. Okay, so this live bot is actually doing what I want it to. Wonderful. Oh, Sir Cubus, hold on. Let me make you a conductor. Just a second, Sir Cubus. Here you go. Wonderful. Who else is not a conductor? All right, you're all conductors. Awesome. Be right back. I'm getting some food. Well, I can... how long do I have to stream? I can stream for another 15 minutes. I'm just going to sit here and chill out. You guys can ask me questions if you want. I'll do Discord. Make me an admin. You're going to have to rank if you want. I actually put a bot in there that actually allows you to gain experience in the Discord. So if you're actually participating in the Discord and you communicate a lot in the Discord, you gain more EXP and you become like you basically become you actually do become ranked according to the levels. So level 7 you become a porter, level 10 you become a station agent, level oh, I also have engineer. So porter, station agent, engineer at level 15, and then because an engineer would basically be a mod. So engineers are mods, and then as assistant station masters are admins, and they're at level 20. I'll do Discord. No, I communicate a lot on Discord. Scrubber Duck, he really does. I think he really wants to be an admin. The poor soul. Everyone wants to be an admin. Good heavens. You all want to be admins, you little adminers. I'll admin your face. I'll freaking punch your admin in the admin face. Hello. Yep, I'm communicating to all of you in there. But it looks like we have a couple of people that have been posting videos too. Oh, nice. Mixley. What if legendaries use all exclusive Z moves? Well, who programmed that? I'd really love to check out that video, Scrubber Ducky. Oh my heavens. I'm gonna die of gas. I do have acid reflux disease, so this is pretty bad for me to drink this. But I don't care. Honestly, I don't even know what admin does. I just like talking to people on here. Oh, okay, Scrubber Ducky. But the way you're going, you're probably going to become an admin. Just keep it up. What time is it for you? It's 10:45 p.m. That's what time it is. Oh, by the way, I should probably post it as a part 2. I should probably change that, actually. This is the test of the emergency alert system part 2. That's pretty funny. What is wrong with my mouse? Something is seriously wrong with my mouse. The channel name should be above the video. I did see the chat. I think I did see the channel name, dude. I wish I was special. James Ellis, you are special in every way. It's 9:50 p.m. here. It's 1:45 a.m. where you're at, Emoji Life. I'm assuming you're in the UK, aren't you, Emoji? I do remember you telling me that you were. I think you were. But I don't have autism. You don't have autism, dude? What does that mean? Does that mean that you... What? Okay. Speedy, what is your favorite TV show? Oh. Arrow. That TV show Arrow has really gotten me into like superhero DC comics lately. So I'd have to say Arrow is definitely at the top. I really love Arrow. I need to watch Flash too because everybody's been saying all sorts of good about the Flash, man. Oh my gosh. I really can't wait to see that one. Make a monitor. A monitor? A monitor? I don't watch TV, I watch anime. Emoji Life, I watch both. If you watch both, you're crazy. Like me. Like me. Freaking. Like the Joker. Like me. What? Anime is now illegal in China. What? Why? Speedy, do you watch Game of Thrones? Sir Cubus25, I have watched a few episodes of Game of Thrones. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's not too bad. I'm not saying that it's a bad show. I'm not saying that it isn't. Really, honestly, I'm not. Hold on. Okay, my frames were dropping there for a second. I'm just trying to check the. Okay, so I'm just saying that it's a good show. I'm not saying that it's a bad show at all. I just don't think it's my taste, so to speak. Mario and Luigi has an awesome OST for everything. Oh my gosh, dude! Yeah, I'm serious, hating children. Are you like you're in the Discord too, aren't you? They only banner some of them. I live in Hong Kong. No, dude, are you serious? What? Are you seriously in Hong Kong? Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. Welcome to the live stream. I know this isn't typical of gaming, and I know that I'm not doing any gaming. I'm just doing a lot of testing right now. This is a testing live stream, so everyone knows. But yeah, this is all that anime is life. Yes, it is. It really is. Hayden, children. Just kidding. They actually don't. They better not ban freaking anime in China. What are they doing? It's terrible. Anime's life. Anime's everything. Yeah, I am. That is cool. That's freaking cool. Yeah, I love it when new people show up, and they're from different countries. Who else is I I think I have everybody. Okay, so if anybody wants to join a live stream, or sorry, not a live stream, but a Discord, I'll put this in here again just in case. But I searched it up and it says they banned Attack on Titan and Death Note. And 38 more. I put a few Mario and Luigi music vids on Discord. I wanted to know if you saw them because I think they're really good. I really want you to put... Have you guys listened to Yoshi's Island? Yoshi's Island OST? It's really good. Like, I love Yoshi's Island. I watched Death Note. Death Note, I love that show. It's like one of my favorite animes, I think, like one of my tops, you know, of anime. I freaking love that show. It's so good. I can't believe they banned 38-bit. Why would they ban that show, though? It's so good. Oh, I'm serious, dude. Yoshi's Island. But Hong Kong is different than the rest of China. Well, it's a little bit more, shall I say, separate from, you know, how it... I mean, it's more of a capitalist city. So there's a little bit more freedom, I think, in that area. I don't know everything about Hong Kong or China's politics, so you're gonna have to help me out here, because it's a czar. It's a czar. It's a czar. A czar? Is that what that is? My favorite assassination classroom. Speedy, did you ever have an NES? Sir Cub is 25. Yes. We had an NES system that we played over at my grandmother's house all the time. You know, we would actually hook in the cartridges themselves were like boxed, and we had to shove them in there in order to play the game. We had to slam it in there to get it to work too, and then we turned it on. Like it was actually a fun console for quite some time, and then until like Grandma gave us a Super Nintendo. I think the SNES was the one that we carried with us ever since, you know, our childhood. So we still own the SNES. I don't know who owns it right now. I think it's my brother. My younger brother still has the SNES. Or it could be my brother Jay. Who knows? And it's way more free than China. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Honestly, I don't know everything, so you're going to have to help me out here. There's Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube of... is it... Oh wait, how long have I been going? 17 minutes? I'll stick around for a little bit. But like, I just think that, you know, SNES itself was the most streamlined and the most, you know, popular console back in the day when it was released. It was released in the 90s, and I think my dad and my mom, when they were in high school, played that console. They did. They played Mario Kart, and they played the Zelda game. Secret of Mana, which was another game that we owned. What about the Nintendo 64? That was my Christmas gift in 2000. Sega Genesis is me. Oh yeah, that was a good console. I didn't own that one personally, but the N64 I did own. The N64 was the what was it? I got the jungle colored N64. Because my mom, along with that console, came the Donkey Kong 64 game, which was the most popular game that was released in 2000. So I got that one, and I played with like several different controllers, and we shared the console together, and we played multiplayer. Fun game of all time. And I actually owned 007 GoldenEye, which was another good game of mine that I played. Did you see my Discord? James Willis, I did not. Did you actually have a Discord? That's interesting. I was born in 2001. I didn't start until the Wii came out in 2006 when I was 5. Well, during the time that you were around, Scrubber Ducky, I believe the best console that came out was the GameCube, and that after like the N64 kind of died down, the GameCube was the thing back in 2004 all the way up to 2006 when the Wii was released. And I played that one as well, but I didn't own it, I don't think. I think my mom owned that console, but I owned the N64, and we still kept playing on that one. But I was born in 2005. Really? That's very interesting, bro. Very interesting. But I went back and played some old games. Dude, that's cool, though. I mean, that's cool that a lot of you, like, are are still kind of, still kind of look back on all those really cool ones that actually just kind of were the genesis of video games, because they literally were. Like, Super Nintendo was obviously one of the best games that best game consoles I've ever played, because of how streamlined and how easy it was to play them, and because of how, like, I mean, the gaming mechanics on each of the cartridges were so unique and so well, built into the system that, playing games on it was the most entertaining feeling you ever got in your life. It was great. I loved it. I really want a Game Boy. You should get it. The Game Boy is absolutely like a must-have in this day and age. In fact, I need to get. My brother sent me a link to my old Game Boy Color that had the the clear purple sided stuff. I can't remember what it was, but I had that one, and oh my gosh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The Game Boy Color, it was not the jungle color. It was the see-through purple, and I absolutely loved that game console. I really want it back. I really do. I have a Game Boy Color in advance. Oh, sweet. I have a normal Nintendo. I am a cheese king. Yeah. Speedy, what is your favorite Pokemon generation? Mine are Gen 2, 1, 2, and 3. Sir Cubus 25. My favorite generation of all time is Gen 1, because that was my first gen that I got when I started playing Pokemon Red, when I first got my first Red cartridge, I think. And then my second favorite gen is obviously was second gen, because second gen was just in fact, no, and I feel like second gen was the best, honestly. Second gen was better because, like, you could go around the entire map and just play hours upon hours of RPG gameplay. It's not something that Game Freak does anymore nowadays. Like, they need to make Pokemon a little bit more longer for our gameplay. That's the whole reason why I like the Zelda franchise, because the Zelda franchise, they had hours upon hours of gameplay, and there's so many game modes and so many different mini games that you could play, that it was like trying to build up your stats, your levels, everything, and weapons and items and all that type of stuff. I just loved RPGs back in the day, and I liked simple RPGs, and Pokemon was one of them. But I still felt like it was better because of how wide of a variety there was in that gen. So I am on your Discord now. Yay! Yeah, I really like the remakes too. -3. I haven't touched it in a year. It's gotta go. See you, Speedy. Looking forward to your next video. See you later, Emoji Life. It's good to see you back here, bro. Speedy gonna make your awesome fan art. Oh, Mew369. That's awesome, bro. I'd love to see more fan art. You can post it on the you can post it in the Discord. How do I level up? You level up by communicating in the Discord. That's how you do it. There is a bot in there called Naruto Uzumaki. Believe it. But he's going to be the one that's monitoring your EXP and your stats, and how you're leveling up in the Discord is by just chatting. And that's how you do it. I have Pokemon Black 2 in Italian when I lived in Italy on my Nintendo, and my friends had Nintendos too. Very cool. I really love Black and White 2. I think if we were to compare gens, Black and White 2 was the third best gen that I've ever played. Second was first gen, and then the first was the second gen. And the reason why I say it was the third was because it brought back the nostalgia of the original Pokemon games that you felt like when you were playing as Pokemon Red or Pokemon Trainer Red. Because in this one, this guy, the Pokemon Black Trainer, he looked exactly like Red. Like, his whole costume looked exactly like his, except his whole outfit was blue, and he wore a blue hat, blue jeans, and the same kind of trainer look that you would have with Trainer Red. Honestly, I think if we were to compare Trainer Red to Black, I think they're both kind of the same, because they've saved the world from destruction. Like, a lot, The reason why Gen 2 had the whole Kanto thing was because Gold and Silver were originally going to be the last game. So they wanted to go out with a bag Bang. Obviously, that didn't happen, but still. Yeah, Scrubberducky, a good thing that you pointed that out, because, like, honestly, I feel like that's why I liked second gen a whole lot, you know, because, like, they honestly were not thinking about how their franchise was going to go. You know, they thought that this is the end. You know, the second gen was the end. This is the end of the Pokemon franchise. They were going to have to move on to something else. Game Freak probably was going to have to move on to something else. And I'm glad that they didn't end it, because honestly, like, after that, I started getting into the third gen when I got my Pokemon Advance game. Like, I got my Pokemon, well, no, it wasn't a Pokemon Advance game. It was my Game Boy Advance that I got for Christmas back in 2004, I think, and that's when I started playing Fire Red, and I started playing, you know, Ruby, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, you know, because I was like, man, I didn't think they were gonna make it. I thought Pokemon was gonna die out. I wasn't even that interested in Pokemon at the time, but then I started coming back to it, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna play it, you know, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it was a good game. Third gen was a great game. Or third gen was a great Pokemon generation. You know, I really liked that generation. It was pretty cool. But I still thought that, you know, it wasn't as... I mean, I really liked the enemies. I really liked the variety of enemies and variety of Pokemon that you had in the third gen. But I still didn't like... still didn't like the fact that it was so short, that when you ended the game, you're just like, oh, you're just not, you're left like with an unsatisfied, you know, oh, that's it. I mean, that's how I felt with Pokemon X and Y. In Pokemon Black and White 2, when I played those games, I was like, oh, wow, there's so much that I can do in this region. It's awesome. What is your least favorite Pokemon game? I'd have to say that my least favorite Pokemon game, oh man, can I be a monitor in your live stream just to feel special? Maybe. Yeah. So my least favorite Pokemon gen, X and Y had to be one of them, honestly. And I have to say, here's the reason why. I mean, I'm not dissing the story. The story's great. The story's interesting. The character arc for one of the main guys at the end of the game, I forget his name, but like he's basically the king of the entire, you know, region. It's partially why I haven't gone back to X and Y very much, and the reason why I say that is because the X and Y mechanics were so easy. Like I had very little of a challenge most of the time when I had Pokemon on my team. I had the same members on my team, unfortunately. Maybe that's why I was having such a hard time with it. But, like, the game itself was fine and all, but the mechanics were skewed. And I think that's partially because, you know, Nintendo was trying to experiment on a new, you know, gaming system, which was the 3DS. So, I mean, props to them for, you know, innovating, but I think that X and Y kind of fell short in the entire Pokemon franchise. Next to I'd have to say the fourth gen and the third gen, I'd say. Hey, Speedy, can you do an Irish accent? I kinda can. I kinda can't. Honestly, if you heard my Irish accent, the only thing that can go so far is, top of the morning, dear laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome back. It's terrible. I mean, that's an Irish accent, of course, but, I mean, it's terrible at the same time. Third gen is my favorite at first. People didn't like third gen because it was different. They wanted to focus more on adventure. That's why the route music is so adventurous and why the story was short. Yes, I actually loved the music in third gen. I really did. I thought it was great. I thought it was freaking awesome. AZ. Yeah, Savage like AZ, you're right. Thank you for correcting me. AZ was, his story arc didn't make sense. And in all honesty, I didn't think that the motivations for the opposing team Flare, were kind of a broad fuck. Oh my gosh, I have a subscriber. You probably didn't see that, but that's partially because I do it on the other, you know, live streams that I do with the games. Team Flare sucks cock. Yeah, I know that. Y, yeah, X and Y is extremely easy. Yeah, it is. It is. It's so easy, and unfortunately, that's why you get the experience share at the very beginning. You kick ass every single time. It's just like, oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. You're just like, this is great, I win. But then you're just like, oh, you're left with some unsatisfaction after you beat the game. LOL, what about the emergency alert? Luis Samano, what about the emergency alert too? I agree. Speedy, in your opinion, what game has the best soundtrack? Good question. Honestly, there have been so many games with some seriously good soundtracks. And let me tell you, Sun and Moon has got to be one of the best and most up-to-date graphics, basically user interface, has the best, gameplay interaction. I think it's probably got the best story, and it's got the best battling strategies and systems all laid out. I think it's the most up-to-date game we have so far, and I think if we were to compare soundtracks to the previous gens, I think Sun and Moon really does take the cake. Sun and Moon has some incredible soundtrack music, and I think you guys should take a moment to listen to that stuff. If we go back to 3rd gen, though, the second best music that I've seen, and I can attest that Scrubber Ducky is saying this correctly, 3rd gen obviously has the best, some of the best music, on there for sure. I felt that Sun and Moon was going to fix the problems of X and Y, but instead left more questions unanswered. It's sad the fact that Nintendo gives us a great story, but never chooses to answer them, but instead focuses on the new Pokemon and storyline questions answered. Well, I think that's partially why this franchise is going to be going on for quite some time, Savage Luck, is because, like, at the end, you only know that Lily's going to go to the Kanto region. That's all you know. And then, to top it off, there are some questions that are left unanswered about the Ultra Beasts and their motivations and as to why they're there and things of that nature. I think they're leaving that open for more generations to come out. And I know that's kind of a stupid answer, and I know how you feel. I think it's partially like, hey, what? Because it's really, there's some weird things that happen in Sun and Moon. I get it, I understand, but I felt like there was more of a vibrant feel of Pokemon that has never been felt before, but at the same time was still felt. And I think that the story has executed itself in a way that probably has never been done before, and I think it probably will, continue forward if Game Freak can actually pull themselves together and start thinking of ideas that could really tie in some of those missing plots. Because I understand that sequels have to have those plots open for new sequels to answer them, and it's unfortunate. You never see Lily's thick. Luzamine is pretty hot, not gonna lie. Oh, I see your valid point, but they can save up more ideas for a new gen. I understand that. I agree with that. Ducky, you tripping, bro? Ducky, not quite. Yeah, in my opinion, guys. Well, every other game in the series was more story-driven. Gen 3 was more adventurous. Like I said, people thought it was different, and I at first didn't like it, but over time people like Scrubber Ducky. I think I can agree with you on that one, mainly because I can say, wait, did I miss anybody? Remember Sun and Moon getting a sequel? Yeah, Sun and Moon is getting a sequel, obviously. Sun and Moon sucks. It's all about the Game Boy Pokemon games. Sir Cubus, are you a Gen 1er? Calm down. Sir Cubus, though, that's cool, man. I'm glad you love the original games. I think they're freaking fantastic. Guzma theme. Guzma's theme was pretty cool. I liked Guzma's theme. I really did. Gen 4 was based on the Legends. Yes. I think Gen 4 had more of a focus on the legendaries. I think that's really cool. That's really cool storytelling. There's very little of that in Sun and Moon, if you noticed. There's not much storytelling behind the legendaries, but more of a focus on the Ultra Beasts, which I found was kind of interesting. So, I mean, yeah. That's interesting, though. I mean, honestly, I think Scrubber Ducky does have a point, because I remember when I played Gen 3, I felt I was going on an adventure. I literally was. I felt like I was literally traversing the entire island, which is a feeling you never really get, most of the time when you're playing these games. when you're playing in Sinnoh region, it's a little bit left. In the Sinnoh region, you're just kind of like, oh, it's a mountainous region. And that's it, That's all I felt when I was, going through that entire region. It was all it was mountains. Mountains. Sun and Moon is not crappy. A little slow, yes, but not outright terrible. Scrubber Ducky's got a point, because you got to understand, Game Freak came a long way from when it started at Gen 1. So all those graphics, all those updates, everything had to be integrated into the systems in order to be up to date with the new generation of Pokemon fans. And I have to say, props to them. Hats off to them. They did a good job. I thought they did a very, very good job with the 7th gen. Or is it the 8th or no? 7th gen. I don't know. Gen 5 was and Team Plasma. Yes, it was. Gen 5. What about Gen 5? Well, Gen 5, Black and White 2, best games ever. I'm not even gonna joke. Well, I mean, I'm still kind of I'm still saying that the first and the third and Sun and Moon are still the best, but still, Black and White 2 take a good fourth, because I've never felt like I was more on an adventure than in Black and White 2. It was a challenge too. I felt like I was losing a lot more in that game than I was in any other game. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, seriously, why am I always losing? But that was the thing. It was so much more challenging, and there was more gaming mechanics, there was more abilities, and there was more Pokemon, so the dex was expanding. And the whole region, the whole entire Unova region had variety, which is what the 4th gen didn't have. Gen 2 for life. It's true. Oh, Ducky, if you were for Gen 1, you would have Sun and Moon. I still need to defeat the Super 4. It takes me 2 days to beat Gen 1. Well, it's pretty easy now, because, Gen 1, we're pretty acclimated to it. We know it. We know the entire region inside and out, so we play it a lot. I'm sorry, Speedy. I have to go. My audio is messed up. Bye! Oh no, Sir Cubus 25. It was good seeing you, bro. It was good seeing you. I didn't even finish it. Which one? The Super... I still need to defeat the Super 8. Super 4. Oh, the Elite 4? Wub, are you talking about Gen 1? Is that what it... because they couldn't improve it. Which one? Ducky, if you weren't for Gen 1, you wouldn't have your Sun and Moon. Yes, Savage Luck, but don't go all Gen 1 on him. Because honestly, we can all attest, these other gens have definitely got a one-up on the 1st gen. Not trying to be a Gen 1er here. Even though I am from the original Gen 1. Period. When I was in the 9th grade, 3rd grade, red and blue cartridge, played it because I loved it. As a kid, I was in the 3rd grade, and I loved playing it. It was so fun. So 1st gen definitely is still remaining at the top of the list. Yes. I don't know what they call them. Gen 5? Oh. Gen 5? Are you talking about Pokemon Black and White too? Especially Gen 2, though. Brought the shinies. Yes. That's why Gen 2 remains at my top number 1. A lot of people are like, no, why should it be at number 1? It shouldn't be at number 1. What the frick are you talking about? My favorite Pokemon is Blastoise, though. That's a very cool Pokemon. Definitely. Blastoise is... When I was younger, when I had, the binders, I had binders of Pokemon cards, okay? And so my first rare card that I got was a Blastoise. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not kidding you. Blastoise, the old Blastoise foil card, I don't own it anymore. I don't know where it was. I don't know where it is, but that was my card. I was like, yeah. I used it in plays too. Yeah, my favorite. The reason why it's a bit easier now is because everyone was saying it was too hard, so they made it easier, like everyone wanted, but not now. Everyone complaining, so now no one wins. Oh yeah, well they were listening to They were listening to the fans. I mean, they have offered input in the past, and they have said that there are certain things in the game that they cannot accept, and there's certain things that should be in there, and there's certain things that should not be in there. So yeah, over time, Game Freak started to improve their gens little by little as far as gaming mechanics, music, design, characters, story, all of that were improved, and a lot of the characters, of course, the new Pokemons were revamped and given new, looks. So the old, sprites that we used to be so used to back in the first and second gens, all those were, rehashed and revised, and mainly for good reason, because, like, hey, this is what, we're getting, this is what Pokemon fans are going to get. And if they don't like it, it's hard, because, like, there are some people that are Gen 1ers and there are second geners and third geners, and they just don't want to leave, and I understand that. I understand, but sometimes we just need to let go. We need to let go, and we need to accept that Pokemon is going to be around forever. It's Nintendo's biggest, biggest money hugger. So it's going to be there for quite some time. And on top of that, everyone knows how to play Pokemon now. It's not as hard anyway. Gen 1 had special designs, but tacky at the same time. Yes, Savage Luck. Yes, they were. And you can see that very easily when watching, when playing the game. See ya, Speedy Gaming. Oh, see you later, Hayden children. It was good to see you on the chat. Ducky, same goes for dragon types. Back then, being weak to dragons and ice. Yeah, well, dragons were still kind of a nerfed. They were still kind of a nerfed type. I never said Gen 1 needed to leave. I just said I thought it was a little bland. No, and, Scrubber Ducky, it's fine. Why? The reason why you say it's bland is because it's 8-bit, 16-bit. This thing was fit into a little Game Boy. This little Game Boy only functioned under a box, that had different, different applications. And those applications were, their signaling were different. The technology had grew exponentially ever since, 1996. When we started getting cell phones, when we started getting, like, iPhones, when we started getting all these other things, I'm telling you, man, that is the reason why. Because all of these things, they played an important role in Pokemon and Nintendo's functionality in later designs. So everything that you see, even though it's called Pocket Monsters, had improved over time. So obviously the graphics from the original first gen were honestly not that good, unless they had, like, color palettes, which you could include in the Game Boy Color. You could actually set different color palettes in your Game Boy for your settings. So if you wanted a red palette, you could have a red, or if you wanted a blue palette, you could have a red palette. And yellow, of course, had all of the palettes, because it was the most colorful Gen 1 game that they had back in the day. I can beat the Unova Elite Four. Can you? That's good. I think everybody that is a Pokemon fan that has actually played most of the gens probably has beat the Elite Four once in their lives. Every gen had special but tacky designs, not just Gen 1. Yes, they did. And the same can be said today, right, Scrubber Ducky? I mean, we've got the what is it? The mongoose? I can't remember what the name of the Pokemon was called, but he looks like Donald Trump. I think Game Freak's gonna probably change that. I haven't. Oh, you haven't played. Oh, okay. Well, okay, I got you. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here. I have to go to bed. It's been fun. It's good that I actually had, like, my notifications turned on for streams. So whenever I do a stream and you guys are, like, in the Discord, you guys can check it out for yourself. Cheese King, you need to become a conductor, and Luspa, you need to become a conductor as well. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so, and Mew, you need to become a conductor, and Wub. There we go. Alrighty, guys, that is it for today. Thank you all so very much for watching. This was a really fun discussion. I think we might do something like this from time to time, not often. I think you guys would really enjoy it, because honestly, it's fun to have a little discussion with me, while I'm actually You subbed? Oh, thank you very much, Wub. I really do appreciate that. Young Goose and Gumshoes. What you're thinking? Oh, okay, Scrubber Ducky. You're right. You're right. I need to get right back onto Sun and Moon again and keep playing those games, because then I can start, remembering all the Pokemon names. Because let's just face it, I've played all of the games, but I still don't know all 700 of these Pokemon, or 700 or 780, however many. Oh, what the hell. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. It's your Frosties. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.